General Hospital spoilers tease that Jason is stepping into a new chapter full of turbulence in his story, where everything he once thought was certain is now suddenly shaking to its core. Things begin to unravel when Valentin, with his growing obsession over the secret information he holds, accidentally, or perhaps intentionally, reveals a shocking detail. Josslyn, the young woman whom Jason and those around him have always considered part of the family, could be working for the WSB. This discovery not only stuns Jason but also marks a major turning point, forcing him to reevaluate all the relationships and situations unfolding around him. What makes this story even more intense is the information about a special location, a secret facility being used by the WSB to train Josslyn, turning her into a key player in plans no one could have foreseen. This location is not just a minor detail, but the heart of the storm that's brewing. It is rumored to be a highly protected place, hidden from the eyes of the ordinary, where Josslyn has to undergo harsh training, possibly under pressure she never anticipated. The existence of this place not only intensifies the tension between Jason and Valentin but also triggers a chain reaction among others. Carly, with her strong-willed and confrontational nature, immediately senses the looming threat around Josslyn. For her, the idea that Josslyn is caught up in the dangerous world of the WSB is unacceptable. Carly is not just worried but also angry, determined to do whatever it takes to pull Josslyn out of this spiral, even if the cost is high. Meanwhile, Jason is not someone who easily lets emotions overpower reason. He understands that to handle this situation, he needs more than just anger. He needs information, strategy, and precise action. Valentin's obsession with what he knows is not just an obstacle but an opportunity for Jason to exploit. He begins to suspect that Valentin is hiding something bigger, a secret that may be directly related to why Josslyn is being targeted by the WSB. The story of the secret training location is no longer just a rumor, it has become a spark that ignites every underlying conflict, pushing everyone into an uncompromising confrontation, where every step could lead to unforeseen consequences. Carly and Jason realize they cannot just stand by. Time is running out, and the presence of the WSB in Josslyn's life is becoming an increasingly obvious threat. They need a new plan, a bold and decisive action not only to protect Josslyn but also to confront Valentin, who seems to hold key pieces to this puzzle. The coordination between Jason's sharp protective instincts and Carly's relentless determination may be the key to overcoming the challenge, but both understand that the WSB is not an organization that can be easily outsmarted. Everything is slipping out of their grasp, and the big questions remain. Is Josslyn truly being forced into this world? Or did she choose this dangerous path herself? Does the secret location hold other secrets capable of destroying everything they're trying to protect? With each passing minute, the situation grows more urgent. Jason and Carly are not just fighting to save Josslyn, but to protect the values they hold dear. They know that if they don't act quickly, that special location could become the birthplace of a disaster that impacts not only Josslyn but everyone they love. This fight is not just about survival but about regaining control before everything falls apart completely. Jason and Anna are preparing for a new rescue mission, one that promises to throw them into dangerous and unpredictable situations. This is not just a simple plan but a crucial turning point, where they must face new and more complex challenges than ever before. However, things don't go as smoothly as expected when Brennan and Vaughn, two scheming, mysterious figures, begin to take actions that oppose them. These moves not only cause chaos but also create a huge shock, shaking up all of Jason and Anna's initial plans and forcing them into a position of being reactive to a situation spiraling out of control. This crazy story is slowly expanding beyond anyone's imagination, from personal conflicts to a web of intricate conspiracies, where every decision could lead to unforeseen consequences. Brennan and Vaughn seem to represent something larger than just ordinary enemies. They may be connected to bigger organizations like the WSB, with goals that Jason and Anna have yet to fully grasp. Their opposition is not only a direct threat but also a warning, a challenge forcing Jason to rethink everything from a new perspective. It is in the midst of this chaos that Carly steps in, giving Jason a new task, a life-or-death mission reflecting her absolute trust in his abilities. The task Carly entrusts to Jason is not just a request for action, but a statement about his role in protecting those he loves. Carly, with her strong and decisive nature, understands that the current situation requires quick and resolute intervention. She is not just worried about the lurking dangers, but also senses that Brennan and Vaughn may be targeting something larger, something that could threaten the safety of those closest to them. This task becomes the link between Jason and Carly, driving him to work alongside Anna in the tough battle ahead. Anna, with her extensive experience and sharp instincts in analyzing situations, plays an indispensable role as Jason's partner. She not only supports him with tactics but also offers a different perspective, helping them both deal with the unpredictable actions of Brennan and Vaughn. The coordination between Jason and Anna is the key for them to overcome the obstacles, but the pressure of time and the complexity of the enemy's scheme are making everything more tense than ever. Brennan, with his cunning, and Vaughn, with his mysterious moves, always seem to be one step ahead, forcing Jason and Anna to constantly adjust their strategies to avoid being caught off guard. This story is not just about a rescue but also a test of loyalty, patience, and adaptability for both Jason and Anna. Carly's new mission doesn't just require Jason to use his combat skills, but also to delve into the secrets that Brennan and Vaughn are hiding. Will the shock from their actions be directly tied to the goal Carly wants to protect? And can Jason complete the mission before everything slips out of their control? Every detail in this story is gradually being revealed, but at the same time, it adds to the mysterious fog, keeping the viewers hooked on the next developments. The current situation is a race against time, where Jason and Anna must face not only the external enemies but also the internal pressures from those they want to protect. Brennan and Vaughn, with their boldness and decisiveness, are proving that they will push everything to the limit to achieve their goals. Meanwhile, Carly's mission is the flame driving Jason forward, but it also becomes the burden forcing him to act perfectly with every step. The story is growing tighter and more explosive, promising an uncompromising confrontation where every decision could completely change the course of events. Will Jason and Anna overcome this challenge, or will Brennan and Vaughn be the last ones standing? Only time will tell. Valentin, with his sharp intellect and survival instincts honed over time, is quietly turning the tense battle between Jason and Brennan into a chess game that he can manipulate to gain the upper hand. While Jason is focusing all his energy on countering Brennan's malicious schemes, Valentin is not simply standing by as a passive observer. Instead, he cleverly uses this chaos as a rare opportunity to solidify his position, turning cracks and instability into the foundation for his own plan. For him, the confrontation between Jason and Brennan is not just a battle for power, but a perfect stage for him to set traps, waiting for the right moment to make his decisive move. Valentin's cold calculation shows that he never acts without a clear purpose, and this time is no exception. A new and increasingly insane story is beginning to unfold through Valentin's secretive maneuvers, leading to an unexpected turn of events that neither Jason nor Brennan could foresee. While the two of them are consumed by their confrontation, Valentin may be quietly gathering information, building alliances, or even setting traps to weaken both of them without them realizing. He understands that Jason's distraction in his battle with Brennan is the ideal moment for him to act, possibly aiming for a bigger target neither of them has noticed. The shockwaves from these plans are escalating, creating a new wave of tension, where everything seems to be slipping further from the control of the main characters. This madness is not a random detail but the result of Valentin's carefully calculated moves. He may be holding a crucial secret, a piece of the puzzle that Jason and Brennan have not uncovered, or he may be exploiting the chaos to distract them, preventing them from focusing on the real threat, him. Every action Valentin takes carries a deep meaning, from how he observes and waits to when he chooses the moment to strike. This makes the story more complex and compelling than ever, as a character who appeared to be on the sidelines may be the one controlling the entire game. The farther things go, the more Jason and Brennan, despite their strength and determination, may be unknowingly creating the conditions for Valentin to rise, without realizing it. The shock of his rise is not only a surprise but also a warning that, in this battle, no one is truly safe or guaranteed victory. Valentin, with his patience and ability to see through his enemy's weaknesses, is proving that he is not just a survivor on the edge of danger but a master strategist, willing to sacrifice everything to gain the ultimate advantage. Will Jason and Brennan uncover his plot before it's too late, Or will Valentin be the last one standing when everything comes to an end? The answer still lies in the darkness, but it's clear that the story is becoming more intense and unpredictable due to his machinations. Josslyn is facing a very serious danger as dark secrets related to the WSB organization begin to surface, and a surprise attack is being planned that could pull her into a perilous whirlwind. What makes the situation even more dire is that Joss does not realize she has become an important part of Brennan's power play, a living pawn being trained, controlled, and potentially sacrificed at any moment to protect the organization's secrets. The trouble doesn't stop there. One of the secret locations the WSB uses to train special assets, including Joss, has been exposed, throwing the entire plan into chaos. This information explodes in Valentin Cassidy's mind, who is obsessed with what Josslyn may have witnessed or been forced to do. And that truth not only leaves Valentin shaken but also ignites a simmering rage within Jason Morgan. Jason, once a symbol of calm, is now truly exploding, not because an enemy dares challenge him, but because the one he considers family, Josslyn, is being dragged into a world of danger she never chose. The shock he experiences upon discovering Joss's connection with the WSB shakes his entire faith in what's happening around him. Jason no longer has the time to analyze carefully or plan every move as he once did. He is forced to act immediately, making bold decisions that could have unforeseeable consequences. Carly does not stand idly by either. As a mother, she senses something is wrong, and the growing unease intensifies as she feels her daughter drifting away. When Jason shares this shocking information, Carly loses her composure. She is ready to do anything to bring her daughter back, even if it means confronting the WSB, Jack Brennan, and anyone else who dares to touch Josslyn. Now, Jason and Carly are embarking on a completely new campaign, not only to rescue Valentin from the trap of guilt set by Jack but also to free Joss from the claws of a dangerous organization where humanity no longer exists. With every minute that passes, the danger grows closer. And for Jason, this is no longer just a mission, it's a fight for the people he loves, and he will not stop until Josslyn is safe, and Brennan is completely defeated. In the upcoming events, Josslyn and Jason will no longer be just the protector and the protected, but a powerful duo, ready to stand together to overthrow their common enemy, Brennan. The dark secrets Brennan has been hiding for so long, the sinister tactics he uses to manipulate both the WSB and Josslyn's life, are finally ready to be exposed and ended. Jason, with his warrior instincts and unwavering loyalty, can no longer stand by. And Joss, strong, intelligent, and increasingly mature, decides she will not run from this fight but will confront the person she once trusted. However, this decision sparks a chain of events more dangerous than they imagined. As Jason and Joss join forces to uncover and destroy Brennan, every action they take is carefully calculated, but one of the biggest disasters is inevitably taking shape. Brennan, realizing he's been betrayed and hunted, starts losing control, pushing everything to the brink of madness. One of his most frightening traits. The ability to manipulate emotions, sow doubt, and confusion, is now being turned into his ultimate weapon in this life-or-death battle. And then, the biggest shock hits, Spencer, who once had a complex secret relationship with Brennan, and whom he used as a piece in his psychological manipulation strategy against Joss and Jason, betrays him. No one, not even Jason, suspected that Carly had once hidden a deal with Brennan in the past to protect Josslyn, but this only complicates everything. When Carly decides to turn her back on Brennan and openly support Jason and Joss, she simultaneously ends all hopes of maintaining peace. Brennan, cornered, refuses to accept defeat easily. He will not hesitate to drag everyone down to the depths, including Joss, Jason, and Carly. The end is approaching, and it will be heartbreaking. One person may not return. One will bear an incurable wound. And even though Brennan may be defeated, the evil legacy he leaves behind will change Port Charles forever. But one thing is certain, Josslyn and Jason, though faced with loss, will emerge from this battle stronger, not just survivors, but those who fought for the truth, for justice, and for each other.